So welcome to Talking Heads of Noosa to Mark Perissinotto, or as I more easily like to call you, Dr. Mark.
Thanks, Tommy.
Perissinotto is a little bit of a tongue twister.
It is
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. So the last few years, the last decade or so in fact, of the Noosa Festival of Surfing has had one big highlight, one huge crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been the world champion surfers from all over the world. It hasn't been the amazing nose riding or anything like that. It's been a bunch of four-legged surfers.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Vet Shop Australia dog surfing.
Surfing dog competition. Look, we're very excited to be involved with the Noosa Festival of Surf. 10 years ago, we came up with an idea that how good would it be to have a competition with dogs on surfboards. We thought about running it ourselves, but then we actually started working with the Noosa Festival of Surf, and ever since then it's just been a great collaboration. I think it's just wonderful, that we can showcase our event. The crowds do love it, as there's not a lot not to love about dogs on surfboards. And for us, it sort of showcases the wonderful lifestyle we have on the Sunshine Coast with surfing and also with pet ownership. So personally, it showcases that bond that pet owners have with their pets. Every pet owner has a special bond with their pet, but when you actually see these guys and girls on boards with their dogs, you see how much trust there is between the pet owner and the pet, and vice versa. Our doggy athletes, that we like to call them, they just love being out there. They just love being in the surf, being with their owner, just having lots and lots of fun.
Yeah. I think one of the beauties of it is that you often see people tugging their dog along on a leash and that sort of thing. It's very much about owner and pet. But with the Surfing Dog Championships, it really brings about a more even camaraderie, a teammate sense to the relationship.
Exactly. It's almost like that relationship that working dogs have with their owners. Each party on that board has a job to do, and they need to work in together to be able to successfully ride a wave. You imagine a dog out, in a 4 foot, 5 foot of swell, on a board, with no leashes, no harnesses or anything like that, just using their natural abilities to surf is just such a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah. And what are some of the highlights of the last few years? Are there particular dogs or indeed the dogs' teammates that have stood out?
Yeah, we've got a number of them. Chris Dabowitz with his dogs, Jonesy with Hugsley. There's a number of really outstanding performers that come back year after year. We've had some amazing judges. We had Lane Beachley, Gian Bruni, Dr. Harry Cooper, Dr. Alex from Bondi Vet. They've all been judges. But the standout thing for me is the crowds that just turn up for this event. It's a spectacle. We love doing it. The riders and competitors love doing it, and the spectators just love it.
Yep. Now you founded VetShopAustralia.com some 20 years ago now.
Exactly.
So just tell us a little bit about Vet Shop Australia and what the business is about.
Yep. So I'm a veterinarian, and my brother and business partner is a lawyer. And we were at a family barbecue flipping sausages when my brother said we should sell something on the internet. So we had another beer, ate another sausage, and I said we should sell pet supplies. So we looked into it. There was nobody else in Australia doing it at that time. It was really early days. This is back in dial-up time, pre-Google, pre-YouTube, pre-Facebook, all that sort of thing. But it was something outside of our skill set, but we chipped away at it and we built up the business. The first 2 or 3 years started off slow, And then in about 2003, we just started growing. And I think it just coincided with the time that people were starting to purchase things online and starting to look online. So yeah, we've been there for 21 years. We employ about 35 staff. We've sent over 1 million parcels around the world. We have customers in 35 different countries, majority in Australia. We tend to concentrate in Australia and a bit in the United States. But it's been, quite a journey for me personally. It's a little bit different than treating dogs and cats and cows and horses. And I say that I can chew my fingernails now because I'm doing this instead of...
A little bit more sanitary.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, obviously, VetShopAustralia.com and the Surfing Dog Championship is a perfect fit. You provide medication and supplies for dogs. But how about the Noosa Festival of Surfing itself? How do you think being a local business, supporting a Noosa Surfing Festival is important to your business?
Oh, it is. It's something that we're based on the Sunshine Coast. We always have been. It is our home. The festival's famous on its own right. It's been around for a long time. I'm a SUP person. I don't surf the difficult boards like you guys do, but we just love it. It's just wonderful to be out there. The surfing community's been really accepting of us, and the dogs on boards. There might be a little bit of rivalry there about, we get the bigger crowds than some of the bigger names, but it's all part of the same festival and part of the same things.
Yeah. Now, Chris Diabortis, who you mentioned before, he's a man known to always pull a new trick out of his hat.
Yes.
He's done handstands with dogs. He's had dogs on his shoulders. He's had 3, 4, 5 different dogs on the same board at the same time. It's quite astounding, the things he does. Is there anything new and exciting that he's working on, or that we can expect from the festival in general this year?
There's always something new and exciting, and we'll just have to wait and see. We had the largest SUP and the largest number of dogs on boards. We had the hydrofoil board last year. There's always something, so Tommy, I'd say let's just watch this space.
So, Dr. Mark, I noticed you having one of the nice Japanese lagers from the Heads of Noosa Brewery there. Are you familiar with a lot of the beers from the brewery?
Yes, I've been a big supporter of Heads of Noosa. It's one of my favourite beers, if not my favourite. I love the Japanese lagers. I love that crisp sort of taste, it's one of my regular go-to beers.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll be sinking many a Japanese lager with you at the Noosa Festival of Surfing.
We hope so. Love to see you there, Tommy.
Thank you so much.